This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Bruce.
Hello, Jody.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look good with your tank top.
Thank you. I feel good.
We got like a false fall. We were like chilly for a couple days. Now it's warm again.
I know. And I'm just like, as long as I can continue to wear shorts, I'm going to go for that.
Yeah.
And I had on a nice button-down shirt earlier. And
you looked, I loved that shirt. It had cheetahs.
I get compliments.
Something.
Yeah. I get compliments on that shirt.
He had
every
the
time
most amazing, like dark floral short sleeve shirt on.
Yeah.
And then you like get a little closer and there's like cheetahs coming out of the jungle at you. It was pretty cool.
It was neat. The print was really cool. From Bonobos. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's one of those shirts that I will hold on to
one
forever.
Of those limited time.
Yes.
So you got the hookup.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of what you were wearing, I was very excited yesterday, I guess, I put up really big posters with your face on them at DXL, which was pretty awesome for me. I was like, I actually know this guy.
Yeah.
Your face is I'm sure every DXL your face is in the front window of all of the DXLs right now.
If you go to a DXL, you'll see my smiling face. I'm the guy wearing the glasses.
Yes, he's got glasses and a Levi denim jacket with like a Sherpa lining and a flannel shirt.
Yes.
Looking very cowboy, rugged.
I'm excited that this came out because we did it a few months back, the beginning of summer, and I haven't been able to talk about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, as of now, when we're recording this, I haven't even said anything on Chubster about it yet. Super exciting that DXL wanted to have me model for them.
Yeah.
I've been doing this with Chubster for so long now, almost a decade, and so much of it has been to kind of push the idea that you don't have to be a certain body type to be worthwhile, and to kind of see things change over time. And really, I feel like in the last few years, we've seen a lot of change. And this year for me has been really cool because I've been able to model, which was
you've
not
been doing a lot of it.
I have, and it wasn't something that I set out to do, and I never thought that it would be something that I would get to do, especially because you just don't see short and wide guys in, catalogs or in marketing.
Even in big and tall stuff. Like a lot of our marketing before, it was all kind of the same sort of sports, like football player, baseball player looking guy, and they all kind of look the same size.
Similar
they don't
body
even look
type.
big
right.
when they're together. So it's like, to throw you in the mix, you have a I guess non-traditional body for that, and I was like, I'm so excited about that. Like when I knew that he was doing it before, but,
right.
I was so excited to hear that you were going to be in there, and because we've been pushing about like we want bigger guys in our marketing as well. We want to have big and tall in our marketing because that's what we are.
Right.
So we were really pushing from the store level, up. And with our new CEO, he was very much on board with that, saying that we needed to see bigger guys in our marketing to show. I mean, we need to show what we are. We're a big and tall store.
Totally.
So we have to show that. So I'm really super excited that they're really leaning, really hard into that.
Definitely. And when you look at so much of the mainstream big and tall landscape, it is the tall side of big and tall. So the fact that I'm like 5'8", so I'm not tall by any stretch, and like I said, I'm short and I'm wide, and just seeing myself in some of this stuff has been crazy. But this is really cool because, number one, these photos look really cool.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
they're awesome. They turn out great.
We went to Idaho.
I would say you were in Idaho, like whatever ranch or farm you were on.
Yeah, so it was like in the middle of Idaho. We flew into this little airport and went up into the mountains. And I actually have a behind the scenes video that I'm going to put out next week on Chubster that I've been saving for quite a while. Right. That's just like, this is what because I want to show people what it's like, it's very different from what
you
people
think
might
a photo
expect.
shoot is. Yeah.
And so we went up there, and we were in this small town. And it was just like, we got in the car the next morning, stayed at this hotel, got in the car the next morning and went out to this ranch. And this ranch had like 3 different areas where we shot. And one was with all these horses. And so it was me and 2 other guys that day, 2 other models. And they put one of the guys on the horse. That guy was not me.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Me and horses.
Well, I was going to say, what is your relationship with horses like?
Yeah, I think I rode a horse when I was like 11. And
was it a horse or was it a pony?
You know what? It was probably a pony, but I remember having a horrible experience.
Yeah, okay.
Something happened that scared me enough to not want it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, so we did a lot of posing, a lot of,
serious face.
Yeah. Yeah, and serious face has been a hard thing for me.
Yeah,
because
were you smizing?
I tend to smize. I tend to.
If anyone doesn't know, that's oh my goodness, what was her name? Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks coined the smizing from her, whatever that show was. I can't remember anymore.
There was a lot of that, but the cool thing is that the photographer and the video people on the shoot, that whole crew, they're awesome, and they were really good about giving direction and being
shout out to the crew.
Yeah, totally. And they were like, look that way, look like you're a badass, stare right into the camera, all this stuff, and you have to really get out of your your head because. Which is really hard for me.
You just start laughing about the weird faces you're making.
You're like, oh, I'm going to look like an asshole. But you end up looking great.
No, you look very serious and rugged. And
yeah. So it feels like a step. This year, for me personally, has definitely felt like a step in the right direction. But I think overall, looking at a company the size of DXL, kind of embracing this idea of working with these different body types, it's big. I think it's important, and I do feel like we're headed in the right direction.
They're one of the bigger players in the big and tall market. So if they're doing it, other people will start following. And I think I love working for a company that's doing that and being on the forefront of like, no, we're going to use the people that actually shop in our store.
Right.
The body types that we see in our stores, we want them to be on the front page of the whatever catalog, or their butts plastered above the denim wall,
right?
Which I thought was really funny. I was like, which one of these butts is Bruce's?
Yes. So there were some photos of the jeans that we were wearing.
Yeah. So the amazing denim.
Yeah. So if you go into the stores, do you know when that will be?
This month it's all transitioning over. So whenever.
So you'll see some butts as well. Yeah. So faces and butts. It's been a good year for me.
You can, when you so your challenge is to go to DXL and take a picture of which butt you think's Bruce's and send it to us.
Yeah, if you can figure it out.
Yeah, if you can figure it out. Yeah. Because I wasn't sure. There were 2. I was like, it's probably not that one, but it's one of these 2.
Yeah.
But I got it wrong. But that's all right. So that's your challenge. Go to DXL.
Yep.
Take a picture of the butts above the denim wall and let us know which one is Bruce's.
That's right.
Which one you think is Bruce's.
That's right.
Everyone's going to be like, why are you taking pictures of that?
Yeah. Excuse me, sir, you can't do that.
Like, no, but they said.
Right. Yeah.
Bruce, he's one of those.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was really, I love that we kind of were really giving that, because I actually spoke to he came and visited our store, the CEO.
Nice.
And that was a lot of feedback that I'd given. I was like, I really want to see bigger guys, like non-traditional bigger guys in our marketing, because I don't see that guy in my store that's on the banner or on the whatever as much as I see like your body type, Bruce. Like I see more of you than I see of those other guys. So
right. There are certainly more body types like mine.
Yeah, short and round than the tall,
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I thought that was it's really amazing. I can't wait to see what else.
I know. I hear we did a lot of other things.
Yeah. So they roll it out slowly, because I saw there's a little bit of it on the website already. Yep. So, and I don't know if there's a fall catalog or not. I don't know
if there's a catalog, but it's definitely on the website at dxl.com. So you can go over there and check it out and see me in all my glory. Mm-hmm. And, there's some different social stuff. I know there's something up on Facebook, and I don't know about Instagram. I'm not sure.
There's been a little bit. Oh, I don't know. But I'm sure it's all over the place.
I think there's some video as well. Oh, that's coming down the
with the horses pipe. And the
something. We'll see.
All the things.
We'll see.
Well, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. definitely. This really kind of leads into something else. Fashion Week has just happened.
New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
All the fashion shows and events and whatnot that
new
I
collections.
didn't go to.
Yeah.
Did you weren't in New York, were you?
I was not.
Okay,
no.
I was like, wait, were you?
No.
What?
No,
You didn't get flown out to do any runway shows?
No. But hey, who knows? Who knows?
Next year? There's always next year.
There is always next year. But this feels like a good time to kind of talk about this just because since it's Fashion Week, we've gotten some messages on Chubster, and Zach Miko is actually covering it in his weekly advice column on Chubster, talking about why plus size men aren't there are no plus size male models represented in Fashion Week.
And I don't. There's not very many. If there are,
right. And why plus size men's fashion, big and tall, whatever you want to call it, is so behind in the realm of plus size in general. And those are both good questions, and it feels like something we should dig into.
Yeah, I think we've touched on it or talked about it a little bit here and there, but I definitely think that yes, we are the big and tall men's fashion is behind the women's plus size or whatever. But I think we are definitely making some headway in like getting representation, getting brands to start carrying the sizes.
Right.
I think we're definitely making some progress. And I think it's happening fairly rapidly. I think
it feels like it.
It does. It feels like it. So I think the women kind of blazed a trail, and they're much more. I guess there's a lot more dollars in women's fashion, so I think that's why there's much more of it in the women's side of it.
And even with the women's, in the article that Zach wrote, he mentioned the first plus size supermodel. She's been doing her thing for like 2 decades now, but she didn't actually walk in Fashion Week until 2017.
Oh, wow.
So it is a new thing for everybody. And this year, there was a lot more representation. I think Tess Holliday actually walked in Fashion Week, and she has a more non-traditional body. Non-traditional, I say in air quotes, for fashion.
Well, for like high fashion, that kind of,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really, to your point, women's plus size fashion has definitely pushed this forward. And I mean, women's clothing, women buy more clothing. It's just,
you go into any department store and there's like a whole, huge section, and then there's like the little men's is over here.
So there's a whole segment that pushed this forward, and there are a lot of people who really blazed that trail and made this happen. And we're following along, and I think that in the last few years we've started to see that there's opportunity here, and that we're seeing not just that there are customers who want to buy this stuff, but we're also seeing kind of a change in what modern masculinity is. So it's okay for you to care about how you look. It's okay to want style.
Yeah, I think that metrosexual thing kind of happened, and you could like start caring about fashion, and now it's kind of blended into more like, I don't need to be like this high fashion guy or whatever.
Right.
But I can still, I care about how I look. I want to look nice. I want to look put together.
Totally.
And that, I think other people want you to care about how you look because it makes you feel better.
Right.
So it comes along. It's a hard thing for some guys to be okay with.
Totally.
But I think a lot of them and us have come a long way, and like fit is really important to us, and like trying to be trendy. That's, I want to be trendy and wear the latest things.
Now that you know that you can care about it, you can think about those details. And so it's cool. Yeah, it makes a big difference. And, bottom line for all these companies is they want to make money. I think when it comes to high fashion, it's still, high fashion changes all the time. We're always seeing that as far as like the clothes they're making, the trends, all of that. But it is kind of an old school industry as far as how it is run and what they will allow and what they won't. And plus size people are something that hasn't been allowed for years and years. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sounds like I'm trying to justify it. It's really just, that's where they're at.
Yeah.
It's not where we want it to be, but that's where they're at. And so a lot of this is just kind of trying to get that to change, you know, and we're starting to see those things happen. I think that next year somebody's going to get into it and they will do it.
It's going to be you.
I hope.
It's going to be you. Versus...
honestly,
we'll start practicing your
my walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to keep your serious.
Oh, and I've got to look serious.
Yeah, you can't laugh.
That'll be hard. All
right. I want to crack into this beer.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thirsty today.
Okay, absolutely.
I know we're kind of a ways into the episode, but
let's do it.
What do you think this says?
Schwandtober. Yep, Schwandtoberfest.
It's a Bavarian style Marzen from Bauhaus Brew Labs in, nice. I believe it's in Minneapolis. My old stomping grounds.
And even though it's called Bauhaus Brew Labs, it's certainly not a goth kind of thing. It's very this is very festive.
Yeah, it's Bauhaus. I don't know what that is. Bauhaus Brew Labs.
Yeah.
Microbrewery in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yep.
What the hosen is Schwandtoberfest. In a word, magical, it says.
I love all of these Oktoberfest beers, all of this.
I know it's not quite
season
there, but I love it too. There's like Lederhosen and I don't know,
schnitzel.
Hats and I don't know what all over it.
Yeah.
What else does it say here?
There's an accordion there. Yeah, this is.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm a sucker for a Marzen. So so there's that.
This Bavarian style fest beer is a true family tradition featuring rich, toasty malt balanced by a crisp hop bitterness and floral hop aroma of tangerine and orange blossom. Wow.
I am really glad that we're on a podcast instead of a video because look at that horrible pour.
That's all right. This beer is the only excuse you need to don your finest pair of Lederhosen. Oh, man, I should have brought mine.
Do you have some?
No, but... So I don't know. Some guy came in today.
Yes.
Was like, do you guys have Lederhosen? And I was like, is this a serious question?
Yes. Because this weekend
they're like all these Oktoberfest things are starting. Yep. And I was like, no, I don't have, I'm sorry, I don't have Lederhosen. I'm like, I can get you a pair of shorts and a shirt that has that kind of print on it, but and then maybe give you some suspenders. Right. I don't know. I was like, is this a prank? What? I'm not a costume shop. But this looks nice.
Yeah.
It's a dark.
Let's see here.
Oh. It has a 5.7 ABV and a 27 IBU.
All right, let's
for all of our beer checked in on Untapped app.
That's good. Tiny bit of sweetness. Drinkable. Oh, man.
Floral hop aroma of tangerine and orange blossom.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
I'm ready to drink beer out of a boot.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
I know. These Marzens, that's where it's at. That. Yep. And what's it called? Schwandtoberfest?
Schwandtoberfest by Bauhaus Brew Labs. Is that how you say that?
Yep, Bauhaus. Yep.
In Minneapolis.
I would definitely drink it again.
Yeah, that's really good.
Absolutely. Man. Yeah.
So check in.
We might have to do some more like Oktoberfest beers.
Okay.
Maybe bring a few for one of the next few episodes.
Oh yeah, maybe just do like a taste.
Totally.
Just do an all beer episode.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that was really good. Great job, Bauhaus in Minneapolis.
Yes.
I feel like I need to come visit again.
I know, for real. Yes. Oh, that was good. Very good.
I'm giving that a 5.
Nice. As you should.
Mm-hmm. Malty, sweet, smooth.
Perfect.
It's got a little like I've been drinking so many IPAs that this is like not hoppy to me.
Oh, totally. It's not.
Like, it's got like a little bitty bit of it, but and it's not sweet. Like there's a sweetness, but it's not like candy, sweet.
Right. Some of these are sweeter than others, but this is good. It's right where you want it to be.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now we just need some polka music
And I need some brats.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's like, I don't know. It must be in my blood or something. Because
totally.
like brats and beer and sauerkraut and all that stuff. Yeah.
No, I
And
really
pretzels. Oh, damn it.
I know. I really want some Lederhosen now.
Okay. Well.
The thing this weekend, so one of the Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah. We're going to
events,
try to go to that. Okay.
They actually sell the...
Do they have big boy ones?
I think so, yeah. Because
right.
last year, I believe we were looking and they did. So
Okay.
I think I might have to leave with a pair.
I will definitely join you.
Perfect.
In wearing a Lederhosen. All right. That is good beer.
It is. So, yeah. So, I mean, as far as the men's fashion and all of that, I think we're playing a little catch up, but I don't feel like there are some ways that I think the industry is behind. The big and tall is behind. I think that we are missing, when you look at women's fashion and the apparel industry, you see a lot of like mid-sized retailers, that are making collections and they're selling this stuff. You don't see a lot of that on the men's side now. It's either small, like individuals doing
like in store, like when you go to Target,
right?
Like you see all the women's plus size stuff,
right?
And then there's literally none in the men's,
right?
In store.
Yeah, and I mean, even so, we've got our DXLs. We've got
you have the specialty.
You've got Target. You've got some of these other places that do big and tall that are large places that are known. Or you've got the 1 or 2 man kind of outfits where you're doing a thing and you're putting it out. But there's no middle ground.
Like bearskin.
Like bearskin, right. Then there's no middle ground.
Yeah.
But if you look at women's plus, there are a ton of different brands. Like, of course, I can't think of any now because I don't really follow the women's plus side. But there are a ton of them where it's like this. It's like
there's
middle,
independent little things. There's medium. They're medium
sized. Yeah. So they've got a team, but they're not as big as like Torrid or Lane Bryant or something. Yeah. And that's not. It's more than like a one man show. So we don't have that really on the men's side. And I think there are some spaces that still need to be filled for that kind of stuff. I think we're missing out on variety. There are.
It's a lot of the same things, but. I do think, I guess my world is DXL, so I see it every day. And I think that there is a pretty good mix of, different options available in there. So, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah. And you look at DXL and I'm a big fan of Bonobos. I love what they're doing.
But they don't, again, they don't have a lot of it in the store. That's my only.
Yeah. With Bonobos, I know. So, anything you get at Bonobos, you have to, even if you get something in the store, it still has to be sent to you.
But I want to try on.
Right. And not all their stores offer.
Even if it was just one shirt.
Right.
In the full size run.
Yeah, what they told me about that specifically was that they were trying to make sure that their stores, that every store has something in those extended sizes, but they don't have everything in them.
I don't necessarily, because I know it's more a showroom.
Yeah,
and you order it, but I think I went to the one here in Portland, and they only had like a couple things,
right?
And I was like,
right. Well, basically, it's supposed to be enough to give you an idea. Now, I would love to see everything, but I also feel like it's them kind of testing this out. Yeah. And if we're at a point where they just feel like companies are willing to test it and see if it works, then great. It's obviously working because they're continuing to make more of the stuff. Yeah. But
I'm just very much like, I need to try it on.
Yeah.
Because I know how every brand is a little different, so I want to be like,
right.
Because they had like a couple different fits. I don't remember what they called them.
Right.
But, so I was like, I want to try on the different fits. And they're like,
They've got one that's like extended fit is their first fit. Then they got the prominent fit, which is for if you're a little rounder.
Okay. Yeah, it was like, I can't remember what they called them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
which is good. I like that they're doing
the
different body type fits, which is nice.
In certain cities, some of their stores have more of that stuff.
Okay.
But I think I want to see more. I just want to see more. I think, like you said, DXL covers everything. They cover a wide variety of stuff. I definitely want to see more of, like, I like what Bonobos is doing. I like that ASOS does the super cheap, fast fashion-y kind of stuff, because people definitely want that. I want to see more style. I want to see more kind of street style sort of stuff. You know, I want to see some different things that we're just not seeing made in extended sizes right now out there. And I think we're getting it slowly but surely. It's difficult to make clothes. It costs a lot of money. You know, and again, it sounds like I'm not being an apologist for the industry, but I've asked these questions to a lot of companies in the last 9 years, and these are the things that they tell me. So that's kind of where we're at. All of that said, we are seeing real progress. We're seeing, you know, better representation in models. We're seeing more options in clothing, and it's getting better. So
yeah, it definitely is.
There.
I think even outside of like my world at DXL, I think there is even a lot of other brands that are doing it, like, you know, like you said, ASOS and all those other places. So it's really nice that there are options. There's, you know, different price levels, different, you know, if you're doing more traditional stuff or more fashion, you know, fashion forward, whatever. So it's coming along, and there are quite a few options. You got to dig a little bit, and you got to, you know, do your due diligence, and, you know. But
if you are interested in high fashion, the expensive luxury kind of stuff that you're seeing on the runways, there's not a lot of that right now. That's the thing that's still really behind. And I think money is a factor there. I think there's a lot of preconceived notions about whether or not this audience wants that, this customer wants that. And there's also a lot of really crappy ideas that these designers have, that they don't want people of certain body types wearing their stuff. But those people are getting weeded out.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that still left, but I think a lot of that is kind of the old school thing, where now people are craving the diversity. They're craving the difference, like being different body types, different ethnicities, different abilities, all that kind of stuff. I think more brands are.
And a lot of those people are getting those jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The diversity is changing within the companies, slowly but surely. So we'll start representing all of us.
Exactly. We're headed in the right direction. I feel good about that.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, slowly but surely we're getting there.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about adding a little something to the end of the podcast here.
So we're going to have a little segment. We don't know a name for it, but like a little update on us, or something cool that's going on in our world, or something we've noticed.
Yeah.
Just
something. Here's what's up. You know, whatever.
Here's what's up with Bruce and Jody.
That's right. So yeah, just kind of talking about whatever's going on. You know, we're what we've been up to with work. What I don't know what we're watching. Whatever we're into, and so we're gonna start doing that at the end of each episode to just kind of throw something out there
on what's going on with us. So I have kind of a fun thing. I started an improv class a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
I'm very excited with Curious Theater.
Oh, yeah. Curious
Portland.
Comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a weekly 7-week course, improv 101.
Nice.
It's been really fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like it was so weird. Like I wasn't nervous. And then like the morning of the class, and the class is at night. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God.
Yeah. And
then I like got there, and it was like, I talk to strangers every day at work. Like I kind of perform you kind of, when you're in retail, you like turn on you're on all the time. So
yeah, I
don't know. It was really fun learning a lot we play these really fun games. There's this one called Bunny, and you have to do these little fingers.
Yeah.
And you use like bunny, and then you like do your little air quotes at someone, and then they have to like accept the bunny. There's a lot of these like yes and that's a big. Everyone kind of knows that you bring something to the stage or the whatever, and then your partner or your teammates have to accept whatever the scenario is and then add to it. Nice. So it's like a yes and so we like do these we like make up really weird stories, and then it's like from you, and then it goes to the next person, and they just have to continue with the story. Yeah, and it was weird. It's fun though.
Yeah. So
and then we're gonna do this performance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna invite you and the family and everyone.
So why did you decide you wanted to do it?
So Bjorn does a lot of stand-up. My partner does a lot of stand-up comedy. He's done a bunch of improv classes at UCB in California, the Upright Citizens Brigade. Right. So he's done like the high snooty ones, whatever. The like really pro one. And I was like, I go to a lot of shows and I'm like, oh, I'm like the first one that wants to like volunteer to like, I want to do something. Yeah. He's like, oh, you should really take this. And I was like, no, he's been kind of like, oh, you should do that. I think you'd really like it. And I'm like, no. And then it's like, it helps you like be better public speakers. It's like, it's really good for like business people too. Yeah. Like it gets you and like be able to talk to people and just, I don't know, just something fun to do. That's awesome. Like it's like work home. Totally. So I'm like,
gotta have a little something
else to do. Yep. And and I'm like, I'm meeting a bunch of random people in the city that are wanting to do the same thing, and they're really cool, and we can hang out, and
that's awesome.
So yeah, I would recommend it to everyone.
Nice.
Like find your local comedy improv theater and
do it.
Look up some improv 101. It's really fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, cool. So my thing is a work thing, especially just because we were kind of talking about the industry and all of that. We just launched an article and a promotion for a company called Thorn. Well, the company is called Combatant Gentlemen.
Okay.
Combat Gent.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, and they've been around for a while, and they do stylish, affordable clothing. They do shirts, pants, suits, all this kind of stuff that with a focus on style that isn't going to kill your bank account.
Okay.
They've been doing it for a few years, and they've been really gathering steam, and they just launched a big and tall line, and it's called Thorn & Co.
Okay.
And it is really cool because the suits are $280. The shirts, I believe, are $55. They spent a long time doing the thing that we always hope that these brands will do. They specifically put together the clothes for bigger bodies. Okay. So they worked with one of the guys on their team is a big guy, and so they worked with him to make sure that they were getting the fit right, that they were looking through details. They really put a lot of thought into how they were doing this and wanted to do it right. Even their models, if you look at them, they've got two different models. The one that we feature on Chubster is he's a taller gent, but later in the next few weeks, we're going to feature the other guy he's a little rounder.
Okay.
I have also tried out their shirts and their suits. The suit fits me really well. There's no problem. Like, I don't look like SpongeBob. I end up getting super square in the shoulders and insane with suits that don't fit me well. This suit fits me well. The
does it have
shirt,
like some stretch to it?
It does. It does. Everything that they make has stretch in it, which hallelujah. The shirt that I tried is a short sleeve. It's kind of a casual button down. They also do like dress shirts and things like that. I believe in the shirts, they go up to casual shirts, I think go to 4X. The dress shirts go to 22. And the suits, I want to say the jackets, 62.
Okay.
I'm guessing since I don't have it in front of me, but they are definitely thinking about...
it's a 62 jacket and a 56 in the suit pants.
Yeah, so, they're definitely thinking about how they can reach this audience.
So the 288 is for the coat and the pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that gets you the whole thing. And I mean, suits can be expensive, depending on what you get and what you're looking for. And it's hard to find a suit that is fashion forward, that's stylish at a good price point. So I like what these guys are doing. I think number one, I think having more options is always good. And the fact that they put so much thought into how to do this and how to do it right and how to construct clothes that actually fit is good. And like for me, I wear in their shirts and their casual shirt, I'm in a 3X. I'm usually a 2X or 3X depending on the brand. So I'm in a 3X in theirs. And in the suit, I want to say the jacket was a 53 or 54.
Probably 54.
Yeah. So I really like it. The pants, they come unhemmed, or unhinged. Excuse me, let me try that again. Hemmed.
Yep.
So that
they
you
have
can
an unfinished leg on them.
Yeah. So you can get them done however you want them.
Do they offer hemming?
I don't think they do that. Okay. They want you to take it and do that part of it, which I kind of like because, like, for me, I have like 8 pairs of pants that I want to get hemmed, and I'm gonna do everything like short.
Would you just bring them to me so we can get them hemmed?
I know I need to.
Jeez,
I need to. So yeah.
So they have 4 suit color options, it looks like.
Yeah, they're kicking off with 4, but if you look at everything, and they also have some really cool accessories. They have a ton of ties. They have some bags. They do all kinds of different things. I think they even do shoes. So I'm really impressed with the brand. The people that I've dealt with there have been really cool, and
I like that bright blue one.
Yeah, the blue one's cool. They seem like they're all in. You can actually see here's the pants hanging.
Oh yes,
right here, unhemmed. So,
so very, very long.
Yes, but they fit me well in the waist and the thighs, so I can say that. I'm super impressed. I love it when a brand comes in and says, "Hey, we got this thing. We're doing it this way," and we want to do it right. So definitely check them out. If you go to chubster.com. You can see the article on the site now, or if you go to the Chubster shop, there's an image there. It'll get you 15% off your order with the code Chubster15. But I'll let you in on a secret. If you just click the link, it automatically adds the code, so you don't have to remember any code. So
and they have short and regular, so that's good.
Yeah, so stylish, affordable, thought put into it. Give it a look. See what you think.
All right. Nice.
Cool.
Well, thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, thanks, Jody. This is good. Yeah. I like this new segment thing. We can throw in some different kind of... Yeah.
All right. So remember your assignments. Go find Bruce's butt at DXL and take a picture.
Yep. See if you can pick out my butt. And be sure to share the podcast. Tell your friends about this. We want everybody to have to try and find my butt.
Share.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.